As many then shall die. Their names are pricked.
Your brother too must die. Consent, you Lepidus?
I do consent.
Prick him down, Antony.
Upon condition Publius shall not live, who's your sister's son, Mark Antony.
He shall not live. Look, with a spot I damn him. But Lepidus, go ye to Caesar's house, fetch the will hither, and we shall determine how to cut off some charge and legacies.
What shall I find you here?
On here at the Capitol.
This is a slight, unmeritable man need to be sent on errands. Is it fit? The threefold world divided, he should stand one of the three to gain it.
So you thought him, and took his voice who should prepare to die in our black sentence on prescription.
Octavius, I have seen more days than you, and though we lay these honors on this man to ease ourselves of divers slanderous loads, he shall but bear them as the ass bears gold, to groan and sweat unto business, either led or driven, as we point the way. And having taken our treasure where we will, then take we down his load, and turn him off like to the empty ass, to shake his ears and graze in commons.
You may do your will, but he has a tried and valiant soldier.
So is my horse, Octavius, and for that I do appoint him store of provender. It is a creature that I teach to fight, to stop, to wind, to run directly on. His corporal motion governed by my spirit, and in some taste is Lepidus, but so. He must be trained and taught and bid go forth, a barren-spirited fellow, one that feeds on arts and imitations, which out of use and stale by other men begin his fashion. Do not talk of him, but as property. Now, Octavius, listen great things. Brutus and Cassius are levying powers. We must straight make head. Therefore, let our alliance be combined, our best friends made, our means stretched. And let us presently go sit in council where covert matters may be best disclosed, and open perils surest answered.
Let us do so, for we are at stake, and bait about with many enemies. And those who smile have in their hearts, I fear, millions of mischiefs.
Give the word how it stands.
Alright, Casca. Is Cassius near?
She is at hand, and Pindarus has come to do you salutation from his master.
Oh, it greets me well. Your master, Pindarus, hath given me some worthy cause to wish things done undone. But if she be at hand, I shall be satisfied.
I have no doubt but that my noble master will appear, such as she is, full of regard and honor.
She is not doubted. Word, Casca, how she received you, let me be resolved.
With courtesy and with respect enough, but not with such familiar instances, nor with such free and friendly conference as she hath used of old.
Thou hast described a hot friend cooling. Ever note, Casca, when love begins to sicken and decay, it useth an enforced ceremony. There are no tricks in plain and simple faith, but hollow men like horses hot at hand make gallant show and promise of their mettle, but when they should endure the bloody spur, they fall their crests, and like deceitful jades, shrink in the trial. Comes your army on?
They mean this night in Sardis to be quartered, and the greater part of the horse in general are come with Cassius.
Hark, she has arrived. March gently on to meet her.
Stand ho!
Stand, speak the word along.
Stand. Stand.
Most noble brother, you have done me wrong.
Judge me, you gods. How wrong I mine enemies, and if not so, how should I wrong a sister?
Brutus, this sober form of yours hides wrongs. And when you do them,
Cassius, be content. Speak your grief softly. I do know you well, before the eyes of both our armies here, which should perceive nothing but love from us. Let us not wrangle. Bid them move away. Then in my tent, Cassius, enlarge your griefs, and I will give you audience.
Pindarus, bid our commanders lead their charges off a little from this ground.
Lucius, do you the like, and let no man come to our tent till we have done our conference. Let Casca and Titinius guard the door.
That you have wronged me doth appear in this. You have condemned and noted Lucius Pella for taking bribes here from Sardius, where my letters, parading on his side because I knew the man, were slighted off.
You wronged yourself to write in such a case.
At such a time as this, it is not meet that every nice offense should bear his cum.
Let me tell you, Cassius, you yourself are much condemned to have an itching palm, to sell and mart your offices for gold to undeservers.
I, an itching palm? You know that you are Brutus that speak this, or by the gods, this speech or else your last.
The name of Cassius honors this corruption, and chastisement doth therefore hide his head.
Chastisement!
Remember March? The Ides of March, remember, did not great Julius bleed for justice' sake? What shall one of us, that struck the foremost man in all this world, but for supporting robbers, shall we now contaminate our fingers with base bribes and sell the mighty space of our large honors for so much trash that may be grasped thus? I'd rather be a dog and bay the moon than such a Roman.
Brutus, bait not me. I'll not endure it. You forget yourself to hedge me in. I am a soldier. I, older in practice, abler than yourself to make conditions.
Don't you? You are not, Cassius.
I am.
I say you are not.
Tempt me no further. Have mind upon your health. Urge me no more.
I waste like woman.
Is it possible?
Hear me, for I will speak. Must I give way and room to your rash choler? Shall I be frighted when a madman stares?
Oh, ye gods, must I endure
All this I mourn. Fight till your proud heart break. Don't show your slaves how choleric you are and make your bondmen tremble. Must I budge? Must I observe you? Must I stand and crouch under your testy humor? By the gods, you shall digest the venom of your spleen, though it do split you. For from this day forth, I'll use you for my mirth, yea, for my laughter when you are waspish.
Is it come to this?
You say you are a better soldier. Let it appear so. Make your vaunting true, and it shall please me well. For mine own part, I shall be glad to learn of noble men.
You wrong me, Brutus. You wrong me every way. I said I'm an elder soldier, not better. Did I say better?
If you did, I care not.
When Caesar lived, he durst not thus have moved.
Peace, peace, you durst not so have tempted him.
I durst not.
No.
What durst not tempt
For
him?
your life, you durst not.
Do not presume
modesty that they pass by me as the idle wind, which I respect not. I would send to you for gold, which you denied me. Was that done like Cassius? Should I have answered Caius Cassius so, when Marcus Brutus grows so covetous, be ready, God, with all your thunderbolts, dash him to pieces?
I denied you not.
You did.
I did not! He was but a fool that brought my answer back. Brutus had the rhyme to my heart. A virgin bear his friends infirmities, but Brutus speaks my greater than they are.
I do not till you practice them on me.
You love me not.
I do not like your faults.
A friendly eye can never see such faults.
Flatterers would not, though they do appear as huge as high Olympus.
Oh, come! Antony and young Octavius, come! Revenge yourself alone on Cassius, for Cassius is weary of the world. Hated by the one she loves. Braved by her brother. Tricked like a bondman. All her faults observed. Set in a notebook, learned. Conned by road to cast into my teeth. Oh, I can leave my spirit from mine eyes. There is my dagger. And here, my naked chest. In it, a heart dearer than gold. Richer than Plutus is mine. If that thou beest a Roman, take it forth. I, that denied thee gold, will give my heart. Strike as thou didst at Caesar. When thou didst hate him at his worst, that loves him better than ever thou lovest Cassius.
Sheathe your dagger.
Be angry when you will. It shall have scope. Do what you will. Dishonor shall be humor. Oh, Cassius, you are yoked with a lamb that carries anger as the flint bears fire, who, much enforced, shows a hasty spark, and straight is cold again.
Does Cassius live to be but mirth and laughter to her Brutus when grief and blood ill-temper vexed him?
When I spoke that, I was ill-tempered too.
Do you confess so much? Give me your hand.
And my heart too.
Oh, Brutus,
What's the matter?
have not you love enough to bear with me when the rash humor which my mother gave me makes me forgetful?
Yes, Cassius, and from henceforth, when you are over-earnest with your Brutus, you'll think your mother chides and leave you so. Casca and Titinius, bid the commanders to lodge their companies tonight.
And come yourselves, and bring Messala with you immediately to us.
Lucius, a bowl of wine.
I did not think you could have been so angry.
Oh, Cassius, I am sick of many griefs.
Of your philosophy you make no use if you give place to accidental evils.
No man bears sorrow better. Portia is dead.
Huh. Portia?
She is dead.
How escaped I killing when I crossed you so? Oh, insupportable and touching loss. Upon what sickness?
Impatient of my absence and grief that young Octavius and Mark Antony had made themselves so strong, for with her death that tidings came. With this, she fell distract, and her attendants absent swallowed fire.
And died so?
Even so.
Oh, you mortal gods.
In this I bury all unkindness, Cassius.
My heart is thirsty for that noble pledge. Fill Lucius to the wine overswell the cup. I cannot drink too much of Brutus's love.
Come in, Messala. Welcome, good Titinius. Now, sit we close about this taper here and call in question our necessities. Messala, I have here received letters that young Octavius with Mark Antony come down upon us with a mighty power, bending their expedition towards Philippi.
Myself have letters of the self-same tenor.
With what addition?
Bills and prescriptions of outlawry. Octavius, Antony, and Lepidus have put to death 100 senators.
Therein our letters do not well agree. Mine speak of 70 senators that died so. Cicero being one.
Cicero won?
Cicero is dead, and by that order of prescription.
Well, to our work alive. What do you think of marching to Philippi presently?
I do not think it good.
Your reason?
This is it. 'Tis better that the enemy seek us. So shall he waste his means, weary his soldiers, doing himself offense, whilst we, lying still, are full of rest, nimbleness, and defense.
Good reasons must of force give place to better. The people twixt Philippi and this ground do stand but in a forced affection, for they have grudged us contribution. The enemy, marching along by them shall make a fuller number up, come on refreshed, new added, and encouraged, by which advantage shall we cut them off, if at Philippi we do face them there, these people at our back.
Hear me, good brother.
You must note beside that we have tried the utmost of our friends. The enemy increaseth every day. We must take action when it serves, or lose our ventures.
Then, with your will, go on. We will along ourselves and meet at Philippi.
Oh, deep of night has crept upon our talk, and nature must obey necessity, which we will regard with a little rest. There is no more to say?
No more. Early tomorrow we will rise and hence.
Good night, Titinius. Good night, Messala.
Noble Cassius, good night, and good repose.
My dear brother, this was an ill beginning of the night. Never come such division between our souls. Let it not, Brutus.
Everything is well.
Good night, my lord.
Good night, good Cassius.
Good night, Lord Brutus.
Farewell, everyone.
Where is thy instrument?
What, thou speaks drowsily? Poor knave, I blame thee not, thou art o'erwatched.
Canst thou hold up thy heavy eyes and touch thy instrument a string or two?
Hi, if it please you.
It does, my boy. I trouble thee too much, but thou art willing.
It's my duty, sir.
I should not urge thy duty past thy might. I know young bloods look for a time of rest.
I've slept, my lord, already.
It was well done. If I do live, I shall be good to thee. This is a sleepy tune. Oh, murderous slumber, layest thou thy leaden mace upon my boy that plays thee music? Gentle knave, good night. I will not do thee so much wrong to wake thee.
How ill this taper burns.
Huh? Who comes here? I think it is the weakness of mine eyes that shapes this monstrous apparition. Art thou anything? Art thou some god, some angel, or some devil that makes my blood cold and my hair to stare? Speak to me what thou art. Why comest thou? Well, then I shall see thee again. Well, then I shall see thee at Philippi then. No, I have taken heart, thou vanishest. Ill spirit, I will no more talk with thee. Boy, Lucius, awake.
The strings, my lord, are false.
Oh, I think she's still at his instrument. Lucius, awake! Didst thou dream, Lucius, that thou so criedst out?
I don't know that I did cry.
Yes, that thou didst. Didst thou see anything?
Nothing, my lord.
Go and commend me to my sister Cassius. Bid her set on her powers the times before, and we will follow.
Now, Anthony, our hopes are answered. You said the enemy would knock them down and keep the hills and upper regions. It proves not so. Their battles are at hand. They mean to warn us at Philippi here, answering before we do demand of them.
I am in their bosoms, and I know wherefore they do it. They would be content to keep the upper regions, come down with fearful bravery, thinking that by this faith they may fasten in our hearts that they have courage. 'Tis not so.
Prepare ye, generals. The enemy comes on in gallant show. Their bloody sign of battle is hung out. Something needs to be done immediately.
Octavius, Lead your battle softly on the left hand of the even field.
Upon the right hand, I keep that left.
Why do you cross me in this exigent?
I did not cross you, but I will do so.
They stand and would have parley.
Stand fast, Titinius, we must out and talk.
Shall we give sign of battle?
No, Caesar, we will answer on their charge. Make forth. The generals would have some words.
Stir not till the signal.
Words before blows, is it so, countrymen?
Not to love words better, as you do.
Good words are better than bad strokes, Octavius.
Your bad strokes, Brutus, you give good words. Witness the hole you made in Caesar's heart, crying, long live Hail Caesar.
Antony, the posture of your blows are yet unknown. Yet for your words they rob the hive bees and leave them honeyless.
Not stingless, too.
Aye, and soundless too, for you have stolen their buzzing, Antony, and very wisely threats before you sting.
Villains! Thou didst not so when your vile daggers hacked one another in the sides of Caesar. You showed your teeth like apes, fawned like hounds, and bowed like bondmen, kissing Caesar's feet while damned Casca, like a cur behind, struck Caesar on the neck. Oh, you flatterers.
Flatterers! Now, Brutus, think yourself. This tongue had not offended so today if Cassius might have ruled.
Come, the cause of arguing make us sweat. The proof of it will turn to redder drops. Look, I draw my weapon against conspirators. When think you that this weapon goes up again? Never. Till Caesar's 33 wounds be well avenged. Or till another Caesar avenge slaughter the sword of traitors.
Oh, Caesar, thou canst not die by traitors' hands unless thou bringst them with thee.
So I hope. I was not born to die on Brutus' sword.
Oh, if thou wert the noblest of thy straining young man, thou couldst not die more honorable.
A peevish schoolboy, worthless of such honor, joined with a masker and a reveler.
Ha! Old Cassius still.
Come, Antony, away. Defiance, traitors, hurl me in your teeth. If you dare fight today, come to the field. If not, when you have stopped.
Why now? Blow, wind, swell, billow, and swim bark. The storm is up and all is on the hazard.
Oh, Casca, harp a word with you.
My lord.
Messala,
What says my general?
this is my birthday, as this very day was Cassius born. Give me thy hand, Messala. Be thou my witness that against my will, as Pompey was, am I compelled to set upon one battle all our liberties. You know I held Picker strong in his opinion. Now I change my mind and partly credit things that do presage. From our former ensign, coming from Sardis, 2 mighty eagles fell. And there they perched, gorging and feeding from our soldiers' hands, who to Philippi here have consorted us. This morning they are fled away and gone. And ravens, crows, and kites do fly over our heads in their steads, and do downward look on us, as we were sickly prey. Their shadows seem a canopy most fatal, in which our army lies, ready to give up the ghost.
Believe not so.
I but believe it partly. For I am fresh of spirit and resolved to meet all perils very constantly.
Well, even so, Casca.
Most noble brother, the gods today stand friendly that we may. Lovers in peace lead on our days to age. But, since the affairs of men are still uncertain, let's reason with the worst that may befall. If this battle we do lose, this shall be the last time we speak together. What are you then determined to do?
Even by the rule of that philosophy which I did blame Cato for the death which he did give himself, I know not how, but I do find it cowardly and vile for fear of what might fall, so to prevent the time of life, arming myself with patience to stay the providence of some high powers that govern us below.
Then if we do lose this battle, you are contented to be led in triumph through the streets of Rome?
No, Cassius, no. Think not, thou noble Roman, that ever Brutus shall go bound to Rome. He bears too great a mind. But this same day must end the work the Ides of March begun, and whether we shall meet again, I know not. Therefore our everlasting farewell take, forever and forever farewell, Cassius. If we do meet again, why we shall smile. If not, why then this parting was well made.
Forever and farewell, Brutus. If we meet again, we'll smile indeed. If not, 'tis true this parting was well made.
Why then, lead on. Oh, that a man might know the end of this day's business ere it come, but it suffices that the day will end, and then the end is known. Come ho, away!
Run, Masala, run and give these buildings to the other side, where I used to perceive cold demeanor from Octavius's wing. Run, let them all come down.
Look, the Julius, look, the building's gone! Myself up to mine own turned enemy.
Oh, Cassius! Brutus gave the word too early. The lemmings of advantage on Octavius took it too eagerly. His soldiers fell to spoil, while we by Antony are all enclosed.
Fly further off, my lord, fly further off. Mark Antony's in your tents, my lord. Fly, noble Cassius, fly far off.
This hill is far enough. Titinius, are those my tents where I perceive the fire?
They are, my lord.
Titinius, if thou lovest me, mount down my horse and hide thy spurs in him until he brought thee up to yonder troops and here again, that I may rest assured whether yon troops are friend or enemy.
And we'll be here again, even for thought.
Pinders, get higher on that hill. My sight was ever thick. Regard Titinius and tell me what thou noticed about the field. This is the day that I breathe first. My time has come around. And where I did begin, there shall I end. My life has run its compass. Sirrah, what news?
Oh, my lord.
What news, Sirrah?
Titinius is in close roundabout with horsemen, who make on him to spur, yet he spurs on. They are almost on him. Now, Titinius, now some light. He lights too. He is taken. And hark, they shout for joy.
Come down. Behold no more. Oh, coward that I am to live so long to see my best friend taken before my face. Sirrah, come hither. And part thee I did take thee prisoner. And I did swear thee, saving of thy life, that whatsoever I did bid thee do, thou shouldest attempt it. Come now, keep thine oath. Now be a free man. Stand not to answer. Here take thou the hilts. And when my face is covered, as 'tis now, guide thou the weapon. Caesar, thou art revenged.
So, I am free. Yet would not so have been, durst I have done my will. Oh, Cassius! Far from the country Pindarius shall run, where never Roman shall take note of him.
It is but change to this. For Cassius' legions are overthrown by noble Brutus' power, as Cassius' legions are by Antony.
These tidings will well comfort Cassius.
Where did you leave him?
I'll disconceal it with Pindars' bondman on the hill.
Is not that he that lies on the ground?
He lies not like the living.
Is not that he?
No. This was he myself. But Cassius is no more. O setting sun, as in thy red rays doth sink tonight, so in his red blood Cassius' day is set. The sun of Rome is set, our day is gone. Cloud, dews, and dangers come, our deeds are done. Mistrust of my success hath done this deed.
Mistrust of good success hath done this deed. O hateful error, melancholy's child, what dost thou show to the apt thoughts of men to things that are not, O error? Sooth conceived, never comest on to a happy birth, but killest the mother that engendered thee.
What Pindorus, where art thou, Pindorus?
Seek him, Titinius, whilst I go to Brutus, thrusting this report into his ear. I say thrusting, for piercing steel and darts and venom are as welcome to the ears of noble Brutus as tidings of thee sight.
Hie you, Marcella, and I will seek Pindorus the while. Why didst thou send me forth, brave Cassius? Did I not meet thy friends, and did they not bid me to put on your ground this wreath of victory, and did me give it thee? But hold thee, bid me give it thee, and I will do his bidding. Brutus, come apace, and see how I regarded Caius Cassius. By your leave, God, this is a Roman part. Come Cassius's sword, and find Tinius' heart.
Where, Miss Sullivan, did this body lie?
Lo, yonder, and Titinius mourning.
Tinius' face is upward.
He is slain.
Oh, Julius Caesar, thou art mighty yet. Thy spirit walks abroad and turns our weapons into our own proper entrails.
Brave Titinius. There lies the crown upon dead Cassius.
Or yet to Romans living such as these, the last of all the Romans. Fare thee well. Friends, I owe more tears to this dead woman than you shall see me pay. I shall find time, Cassius. I shall find time. Come. And to that I'll send their bodies. Their funeral shall not be in our camp, lest it discomfort us. Come, Casca, come. And Romans, 'tis 3 o'clock, and we shall try our fortune in a second fight. Come, poor remains of friends, come, rest on this rock.
Stalius showed the torchlight, but he came not back. Is your tamer slain?
Oh, sit thee down, Musala. Slaying is the word. It is a deed in fashion. Hark thee, Musala.
What? I? No, not for all the world.
Peace then, no words. Hark thee, Dardanius.
Shall I do such a deed?
Dardanius,
Masala,
what ill request hath Brutus made to thee?
kill him. Masala, look. He meditates.
Now, is such a noble vessel so full of grief that it burns over even at its eyes?
Hark thee, Volumnius, list a word.
What says my lord?
Why this, Volumnius. The ghost of Caesar hath appeared to me 2 several times by night at Sardis once, and this last night here in Philippi fields. I know my hour is come.
That's not my lord.
Nay, I am sure it is. Thou seest the world, Volumnius, how it goes. Our enemies have beat us to the pit. It is more worthy to leap in ourselves than tarry till they push us. Good Volumnius, thou knowest we two went to school together. Even for that love of old, I prithee, hold thou my weapon while I fire it.
That's not an office for a friend, my lord.
Fly, fly, my lord, there's no tarrying here.
Farewell to you, and you, Volumnius. Oh, Strato, thou hast been all this while asleep. Farewell to thee too, Strato. Gentlemen, my heart doth joy that yet in all my life I have found no man but he was true to me. I shall have glory by this losing hour more than Octavius or Mark Antony by this vile conquest shall attain unto. For Brutus' tongue hath almost ended his life's history. Night hangs upon mine eyes. My bones would rest that have but labored to attain this hour.
Fly, my lord, fly.
Hence, I will follow. Straight up. Stay up by thy lord. Thou art a fellow of some fine respect. Thy life has had some smatch of honor in it. I prithee, Strato, hold thou my weapon and turn away thy face while you do fire it. Wilt thou, Strato?
Give me your hand first. Fare you well, my lord.
Farewell to you too, Strato. O Caesar, now be still. I killed not thee with half so good a will.
Strato, where is thy master?
Free from the bondage you are at Marsala. The conquerors can but make a fire of him, for Brutus only overcame himself, and no man else shall have honor by his death.
So Brutus should be fed. I thank thee, Brutus, that thou hast proven Casca's saying true.
This was the noblest Roman of them all. All the conspirators, save only he, did that they did in envy of great Caesar. He, only in a general honest thought, and common good to all. His life was gentle, and the elements so mixed in him that nature might stand up to all the world and say, this was a man.
According to his virtue, let us use him, with all respect and rites of burial. Within my tent tonight his bones shall lie, most like a soldier, ordered honorably. So call the field to rest, and let's away, to part the glories of this happy day!